Hello guys, it's me, Nikki. Hello, yes, mama. Oh, getting there. You guys know that I love drag queens, RuPaul's Drag Race, drag shows, drag clubs. I love everything drag. So when Anastasia Beverly Hills announced that they're coming out with a collection collabing with Alyssa Edwards, Mama Edwards, I freaked the hell out. If you are a fan of RuPaul's Drag Race, you know Alyssa and you know what she's all about. She brings that extraness, she brings the fun, and I personally think that Alyssa is one of the funniest plus most successful queens to come off of RuPaul's Drag Race. And now she has her own collection with Anastasia Beverly Hills. Here we have the little palette that they came out with. When I saw this online, like I said, I freaked out. I was like, ah! I finally have my hands on the palette and you guys have been dying for me to play with it. So today is gonna be exactly that. I had a very long day yesterday. I will talk about it more in the video today, but I just wanna sit down and play with makeup because that, at the end of the day, is what I'm here for and that is my passion. So today, sitting down, playing with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Alyssa Edwards collection. Here we go. Oh, weak. This is one of those collaborations to me that I never really expected happening, but now that it is here, I'm like, finally, why wasn't this happening earlier? So to save some time and to solely focus on this collection and then some fun after, I am gonna go off camera to do my base and brows. And of course, I'm using my I.M.P.H foundation by Juvia's Place. I've been highly, highly obsessed. And I just wanted to come on here and say thank you for giving that video such support. In that video, I addressed that I am walking up a mountain for charity to raise money for more research on cancer. And it's so special and amazing to me that that video, out of all the videos I've been uploading, got so many views. To me, it's so special because so much more of you could see that I'm joining this charity and that money needs to be raised. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I'm gonna shut my ass up and go off camera and create a flawless canvas to work with. All right, the cake is on and I am ready to paint some more. So Anastasia Beverly Hills also came out with a brand new eye primer. And I think a lot of brands are noticing that a lot of people are jumping onto the P. Louise bandwagon and they're trying to come out with their own version of it. And I feel like this is a very heavily P. Louise based inspired eye primer. You guys know that that is my favorite base of all time. Like, my shadows pop with it. It totally changed my eyeshadow game. So I really want to try this out with the palette today too. So first, let's Optimus Prime. I know some people hate that joke. What are we gonna do about it? Okay, so it has about the same amount of coverage as the P. Louise. It's a little bit thinner in consistency and formula. All right, so it is a bit more matte. It is a nice and light color to make every color pop that you put on top of it. Now, let's see what the shadows are all about. Okay, so when I open up the palette, the first colors that really speak to me, of course, that yellow, Brick Road. Oh, the pink, Texas Made, the purple, the blue. This is such a good palette because you got your brights, but you also have very neutral tones. You have a black, a brown, a white. Alyssa might have just did some there. Okay, so first I wanna go in with the yellow, Brick Road. And I'm gonna apply this quite high up in the inner portion of my crease, and right off the bat, that is some pretty hefty pigmentation going on right there. Now remember, for maximum pigment, you want to tap your shadows on, not swipe, not circle, but pack. So that is applying super, super nicely. I feel like the base is grabbing the color really good, but it's nowhere near as tacky as the P. Louise. So if you feel like the P. Louise is too wet, this could be a great option to try out since this is a bit more matte. Okay, once I've got the yellow on, which it applied super, super quickly, I am dipping into Texas Made, the bright hot pink, and I'm stamping this right next to that yellow. And we're starting a little bit of a fun rainbow look here. And you know me, I like to take my shadows very far up, and since this is Alyssa Edwards, of all people, we can really drag it out. We can really add that extra 10 pounds of makeup because it is drag, honey. All right, now I'm taking my brush and trying to mix the pink with the yellow to start a gradation between the two. Just kind of scratching them, really. And if you do this long enough, look in the mirror and bam, there's orange. I love color theory. Okay, going back in with my yellow to kind of reinforce that and blend it out even nicer with the pink to create a brighter orange. I mean, this is looking nice. I have to get a little bit used to the base not being as tacky as the P. Louise, because once you're used to that tackiness, it's like, this is so dry. Yeah, I feel like it's doing a good job. Now let's move on to the purple, which is like the purple of all purples. And I'm stamping this onto the outer corner, also coming down onto my lid a little bit. And ooh, purples are so hard to make. Like usually all purples that you see in a palette are patchy, or at least they have a little bit of a shimmer to it because that makes it a little bit more easy to blend with. So I'm excited to see how this will perform once I've really packed it on. Now, like I said, this is a little bit drag inspired, so I'm gonna pull that purple out and then bring it back into the crease, blending in with that pink. All right, so it's applying a bit darker than I anticipated, but nonetheless still a very, very awesome purple. The thing is, now you have to make it look like nice. So I'm just gonna buff out the edges using soft circular motions and probably go in with that pink too to kind of diffuse the harshness of it all and make it the harshness of it all. You know, also what I'm really happy to see is that I am not getting any fallout on my cheeks or underneath my eyes. I mean, the last Anastasia Beverly Hills palette that I played with might have been Subculture, and that was not the best experience. And I was kind of scared to like go back in with their palettes after that, but they have highly improved their falloutness in their shadows. All right, you guys, so far, very good. I'm having a very fun time playing with this palette. There is not a lot of fallout in the palette itself. There's no fallout on my face. The colors are popping. The colors are sticking to the brand new base. So far, this is a very good makeup session. Like, I am having a grand old time. I'm gonna pop into Inspire, which is like this champagne-y highlighty color. And I'm gonna pop this onto the lid where I don't really have a lot of color going on just yet. And I think it's fun to pop a little bit of glamour into the mix with all these matte bright shades going on. So I'm just gonna go for it. Don't know if I'm gonna like it, but we will see. I'm liking it. Ooh, that added that glamour that I was missing. Was looking a little flat. But this just kind of like woke it up. Wake up, girl, wake up. Oh my God, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. Let's go in with the blue, Dream It. And I am dreaming it that one day I'm gonna be on the judges panel on RuPaul's Drag Race, but it's never gonna happen. Placing that right here, outer corner, connecting it to that purple, to the perp. Holy crap. The pigment in this blue, it's like, she didn't come to play. All right, I'm mixing the pink Texas Made with the white called Headliner, and I am using that to kind of continue the lower lash line mix. And then I'm gonna go into the Supreme and follow along, and we're using almost all of the colorful shades right now. Boom, oh yes. Oh, the Supreme is like a lot more clear and bright than I was expecting. I thought it was gonna be more like a muted peach, but it's quite orange. Okay, let's add the white to this inner corner portion here. Oh, I'm obsessed. Oh my God, this palette is bringing it. Right now I'm gonna go off camera, apply lashes, might even add a couple of diamonds and do the other eye, and I'll be right back. We're turning up the drag on my channel today. I am living for this. By adding the little lower lashes and the couple of diamonds, I feel like I added a bit of Naomi Smalls into this. Also one of my favorite queens, who I also met a couple of weeks ago in Amsterdam, and just, I love her so much. So this is like one of my favorite things combined, drag queens and makeup. Let's go on to cheeks first. Let's bronze. Guys, look what is also in this collection. A mirror that says Beast. I live. Oh, ASMR. I'm just so happy with how today is going, because yesterday, I mentioned in the intro of this video that I am like super tired. It's because yesterday I had a full day of filming a brand new series for my channel here in Germany. I think my team will actually come and kill me if I tell you too much about this, but it is a new series that is really stepping above anything I've ever done before. Trust me when I say it's gonna be worth the wait. And later on, for the cheek portion for my highlighter, I will show you something that I got yesterday in Germany that I'm dying to try out. But just know that anytime I'm not uploading or just not as social on like Snapchat or Instagram stories, know that I'm probably trying to up my game and come up with something new and better than ever before. And yesterday was just that. I spent 19 hours working on a video. Going in with the Dragon Beauty Transforming Face Powder to really carve out that nose and give myself that pinched drag airflow. Airflow? I just came up with that. Boom, and now the magic behind it is that you just softly brush that out. So you still get that sort of like dramatic effect, but it's not as like severe. A little bit of blush to match the cheeks to those colorful eyes. Then for a highlight, I'm actually so excited for this because, like I mentioned, Germany. If you live in Germany or if you speak German, you probably have heard of Dagi B, and she is one of the kindest German influencers out there. Such a pure, sweet soul. And she has her own makeup brand called Boutique, and she has highlighter palettes. And I have this one right here. Oh my God. I met Doggy 3 times now after yesterday, but the second time I met her was at YouTube Rewind. Let's not talk about that. But she was asking me to try out one of these highlighters because she was still testing them, and she valued my opinion enough to let me try it out right then and there. So the glow I had going on in YouTube Rewind for those 0.2 seconds was this. So the color I'm gonna go in with is this one right here called Champagne. Oh, and you guys, this is very, very beaming. Oh. Yes, doggy. Yes. All right, so that is what I feel like really complements this look for the cheeks. Now it is time for the lips. Now get your hayforks ready to attack me because it's gonna be very pale and very nude, but really overdrawn though. All right, so I'm taking the Makeup Forever Artist Pencil in Anywhere Caffeine to overdraw. And for lipstick, I'm going over top using the MAC Influentially It Powder Kiss Lipstick. All right, guys, so the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Alyssa Edwards palette / collection gets a total A+ from me. At first glance, and because of the packaging, you're like, oh my God, that's a lot. It's it's a lot, it's so extra. But when you take a deeper look, you see that there are a bunch of hidden neutrals in here. So the possibilities with this palette are truly endless because you can go the natural route, but you can also go the very colorful rainbow route. I think this palette is one of the best palettes that ABH has ever come out with, and I feel like this was one of their smartest moves for a collaboration because people love Alyssa, I love Alyssa, and Alyssa Edwards is just that girl. She is just that queen. So I highly, highly support this palette. When we look at the eyeshadow primer, it's very different compared to the P. Louise, and I love having that sort of wet, slippy feel with my P. Louise because I feel like it really grabs my pigment. But when I look at what I created today, I feel like it did an amazing job at grabbing the pigmentation. Blending the colors was super easy, so in consistency, this is lighter and more dry / matte, but is it better? I don't know. It's like in a league of its own. So do I think it's my new favorite eye primer? No. Is it good and will I probably use it again in the future? Yes. All right, now let's go on to today's Dutch word of the day. In my previous video, the Dutch word of the day was for random, willekeurig, and here is the comment winner. As for today's Dutch word of the day, drag queens do a lot of drag shows. So I thought it was fun to give you the possibility to, when you're traveling to Amsterdam, be like, where's the nearest drag show? So today's Dutch word of the day is for show. Voorstelling. Voorstel. Hey, I'm so sorry, where's the nearest drag voorstelling? As always, if you want to be featured in my next video, all you have to do is leave a comment down below featuring the Dutch word of the day, or leave a video response on Instagram under the hashtag Dutch word of the day. Good luck. Today was a good makeup day, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.